Welcome on your sleep story. Story. The nice and cozy sand cados your toes as you stand on the beaches of a seashore in Bali. The temperature has cooled. It is very first class now in comparison to the heat of midday. A long day full of recollections lies in the back of you. You ate dinner, explored your surroundings, you met the locals, and you are now genuinely enjoying the remaining rays of sun. However, the maximum exciting part of the day is probably nonetheless in advance of you, due to the fact you will spend the night in a totally unique and pricey treehouse. One, it is within the midst of the lovely jungles of Bali, high inside the treetops, and you can accomplish that both on my own or with a loved one or a friend or your pet. I leave that as much as you. However, now lower back to the here and now. This seashore is beautiful. The landscape stretches like a postcard introduced to lifestyles. To your right, the shoreline curves, gently bordered by clusters of volcanic rock that jut dramatically into the sea. Waves overwhelm softly in opposition to these formations, sending up tiny sprays of mist that capture the light and shimmer like diamonds on your left. The landscape transforms right into a lush, inexperienced tapestry. Towering palm bushes sway gracefully inside the breeze. In addition, in the back of the dense jungle rises like a natural wall. Towering timber, colorful blossoms, and thick vines. Inside the distance you could make out the faint silhouette of Bali's hills with their peaks, which might be shrouded in a hazy mist that hints on the island's volcanic origins. The steady sounds of the waves envelop you, in conjunction with the as a substitute gentle murmur of the opposite humans. The froth of the waves is tracing delicate styles on the shore. Earlier than taking flight, lower back into the crystal clear water. And by using crystal clear, I suggest crystal clear, perhaps one of the maximum crystal clean waters you may imagine. The ocean expands endlessly, a gradient of turquoise and deep sapphire. A mild, playful breeze brushes your hair, and with it comes the faint aroma of sweet frangipani plants from the lush vegetation on your left. And the vegetation here is truly stunning. Bali is pretty biodiverse. You may make out coconut fingers, for example, banana trees, and colorful flowering shrubs like a hibiscus. The weather here is warm and humid, normal of Bali's tropical environment. The island's wet season from November to March ensures the lushness of the panorama, with ordinary rainfall nourishing the flowers. You've heard that there's in all likelihood going to be rain this night time, but so a long way. There are just a few clouds on the horizon, and either way the rain here is commonly now not harsh or stormy. It is a gentle, steady full that revitalizes the earth and fills the air with the sparkling scent of moist leaves and soil. The rain, the weather, and nature, it all follows a natural cycle, and the entirety is in concord. Here you begin to stroll through the coastline. This moment is beautiful, alive, grounding, and also you perceive this vicinity with all of your senses. And as you do, you discover yourself surrounded through human life. Households chuckle collectively under colorful umbrellas, even as others walk hand in hand, their footprints trailing behind them on the damp sand. No longer some distance from you, a collection of kids build a sand fort, and their joyous shouts blend with the consistent pulse of the ocean. A small surf college sits only a quick walkway, and its straw-thatched huts exude a welcoming attraction. The scene feels alive as you gaze out to the horizon. You would possibly need to begin to suppose of your destination for the night. The large treehouse, it is a place made no longer just for getaway, but for connection, an area in which life slows down and the easy joys of human presence come into cognizance. The treehouse belongs to one, a local ballad host. In advance he welcomed you to his village with a refreshing coconut drink and a short records of the land. He spoke of ways the treehouse changed into constructed by way of hand a labor of affection shared between him, his family and buddies from the village. It is greater than just timber and nails, Wyan had said. Said it is a place to experience, alive, to remember. The sector is complete of splendor. As you stroll alongside the seashore, you would possibly need to reflect on his words, due to the fact tonight you will revel in what he intended as the sun begins its final descent, painting the sky with streaks of amber and purple. You might sense a mild nudge to transport forward. Juan's instructions echo in your thoughts. Comply with the route alongside the river. Once you leave the seashore, it's going to manual you to the tree residence. You take one final take a look at the sea where the horizon seems to dissolve into the sky, and then flip closer to the verdant jungle that lies past. The direction is well trodden but nonetheless feels like a mystery, winding lightly through tall grasses and scattered clusters of untamed flora. The chutter of the waves is replaced with the aid of the symphony of the woodland, the hum of crickets, the occasional rustle of leaves as a small animal darts by, and the distance lilting chorus of exotic birds along the manor. You bypass a few locals returning to their village after a day's work. They greet you with heat smiles and an informal wave. Their faces are radiant with an easy joy that seems contagious. You cannot help, however, smile. Lower back, one older man pauses to point out an extraordinary flower blooming simply off the direction. His words are a mix of English and the gentle cadence of Baines. It is for good fortune, he says with a chuckle before persevering with on his manner. The forest deepens as you keep, and the sounds of human life fade into the background. Quickly you attain a small wooden signal etched with the phrase Juan and an arrow pointing up a gentle incline. You comply with the path because it winds upward. The setting solar filters through the canopy in golden shards, casting tricky patterns on the floor, and then you definitely see it. The treehouse stands proudly in a herbal clearing, perched high in a large banana tree. Its wooden shape appears to meld with the tree as though it has always been there. Lanterns glow softly along the railings, and the sight takes your breath away. Juan is waiting for you at the base of the tree. His joyful grin stretches huge as he waves you over. Welcome to your private home for tonight, he says. Come, let me show you your sanctuary. He leads you up a winding staircase that spirals across the tree trunk. Every step looks like an ascent into some other international, similarly removed from the ordinary and toward something timeless and natural. At the top, Juan pushes open a wooden door to show the interior of the treehouse. The treehouse is a masterpiece of design, combining the country charm of its timber structure with cutting-edge luxuries that sense flawlessly in track with its natural surroundings. The main residing place is spacious but comfortable, with excessive ceilings that monitor the difficult beams assisting the thatched roof. The partitions are a blend of herbal bamboo and polished teak. Small dead information catch your eye. Delicate carvings of jungle animals embellish the wooden structure, and woven rugs in earthy tones add a hint of softness underfoot. You put your again back onto the couch and maintain to go searching with Juan. He leads you to the balcony that is perhaps the maximum captivating part of the treehouse. It wraps across the whole structure, presenting a 360 degrees view of the jungle canopy. Right here, the attractions and sounds of the rainforest come alive. Leaves rustling within the breeze, birds flitting from branch to branch, and the occasional name of a monkey echoing through the trees. A pair of white cushioned chairs sit in one corner with a small eating desk, and made from a single slab of acacia wooden, and no longer a long way away. There may be even a hummock. This seems perfect for staring out at the horizon at the same time as sipping a warm drink. As nighttime embraces in its complete beauty, you'll listen the jungle sing tonight, Juan says with a knowing smile. It's an amazing tune, one that reminds us we're no longer by myself, and possibly there is going to be a nice addition to that song. He points to the clouds up in the night. Sky after supporting you agree and one leaves you for your very own. You're taking a deep breath at the balcony you are taking in this majestic panorama. The world stretches out before you. The jungle hums with nocturnal power and possibly you experience this feel of calm as even though the treehouse itself is cradling you in its embody whilst you appearance up you may see a whole different ground and yet every other balcony however now might also seem like a good time to simply floor yourself and loosen up a little. You step returned into the treehouse and head to the compact yet fascinating kitchen. The granite countertop feels cool under your arms as you attain for the small farm animals. The sound of water pouring fills the area and because the kettle heats up you take a moment to respect the kitchen idea. Thoughtful layout. The open shelves are stocked with handcrafted ceramic mugs with earthy tones and jars packed with loose leaf tea, jasmine, lemongrass and ginger, all inviting you to pour and pick out your favorite. You pick a soothing jasmine blend, scooping a small element right into a tea infuser earlier than pouring the steaming water over it. The rich floral aroma rises right away, filling the air with its calming essence. Cradling the nice and cozy mug on your palms you return to the balcony drawn by way of the promise of the outdoor and the mild sway of the jungle. Out at the balcony you sink into the huge cushioned sofa that sits in the corner. The woven texture of the cushions and the softness of the cloth create a super cocoon. You place the mug down on a low timber desk nearby, letting it cool slightly as you stretch out and permit yourself to definitely relax. The lanterns putting alongside the railing forged a golden glow, their light mingling with the silvery sheen of moonlight. The tea is the ideal temperature. Now you convey the cup on your lips, the first sip warming you from the inner out. The flavors are delicate and grounding and excellent, healthy with a tranquil scene earlier than you. The distant waterfall provides a relaxing rhythm to the evening, its murmur blending seamlessly with the occasional rustle of leaves and the motive of nocturnal creatures. You permit your mind go with the flow, untangling themselves certainly as you take a seat, their gift within them. Second, the jungle feels alive around you, but in a manner that brings consolation as opposed to overwhelm. You're taking every other sip, feeling your body sink in addition into the couch as though the treehouse itself is keeping you lightly in its include. That is a second of pure stillness in which time appears to stretch without end, allowing you to in reality be. You close your eyes, you arrive, you observe your inhaling in, out, in and out. Some time has exceeded, and you hear a few raindrops falling onto the roof and leaves. At first it's only a few drops, however then the rain grows a little stronger, growing a mysterious but yet very soothing surroundings. The jungle sounds have typically faded, but what remains is the monotonous rain. The day has been lengthy and pleasing, and with the rain you feel a touch worn out, and so you step into the toilet to start winding down. The sliding bamboo door glides open easily, revealing an area that feels both expensive and connected to nature. The big stone tiled bath enclosed by glass panels invitations you in. As you switch on the water, a warm cascade flows over you, washing away the day that is beautiful. Taking a shower in warmth and safety as it rains outside, a relaxing feeling, a sense that makes you sense included. Beyond the glass the jungle canopy stretches out and you can see mild rain falling close by. The small private sar beckons. The earthy aroma of cedarwood fills the air as you step in the warmth envelopes you, easing any lingering tensions to your muscle groups. For a few moments you take a seat quietly, respiration deeply and feeling your frame loosen up further with each passing Second, the warmth, the soft crackle of the soreness. Stones, the occasional whisper of the jungle outside. Create in surroundings of utter tranquility, refreshed and calm you end your nightly ordinary and step again into the principal dwelling area. The gentle glow of the lanterns highlights the inviting warmth of the treehouse. You discover the spiral staircase fabricated from dark polished wooden and decide to move to the upper floor. Every step feels deliberate. The staircase curving gracefully across the huge trunk of the ban tree on the pinnacle. The bedroom greets you with a quiet welcoming charm. The centerpiece is a king-sized bed draped in flowing white curtains, their gentle sway catching the faintest jungle breeze. The linens feel impossibly soft, their texture promising restful sleep. Huge windows encircle the room. You wrap yourself in, make yourself at ease and concentrate to the rain. Out of doors, the following day will convey new adventures. However, tonight is a present, a moment of harmony. The treehouse holds you adequately in its include, because the rain outdoor starts off. Evolve to pick up your secure and cozy. Your muscle groups grow warm and heavy, and as you surrender to its rhythm, everything simply drifts away. Your well-deserved sleep comes gently wearing you into the depths of a serene and restful nighttime.